Hello everybody, this is Frontier and welcome back to Real Racing 3. And I feel this race is going to be a long one. Well, it's coming to the end of a long race. This is that panorama. It's 4 laps and we're in the McLaren MP4 12C. Because, yeah, it's golden, it's customized, and I came in 5th. Well, I was like aiming for top 5 because I wasn't really trying to win this race because of all the hypercars that were there in this race. So, I'm happy with the top 5. Maybe I'll do a follow-up in this video, but probably not for a while. Because this was the McLaren MP4, and I wasn't really aiming to win this race. Maybe I'll do a follow-up video in future. Like maybe with the Pagani Zonda thingy. Oh look, level up! Yes, level up to 140. Wow, cool. What do you say? How much gold am I gonna get? Level 140 weeks. It rewards 28 gold. So how much is that going to give me? 183 gold. That's pretty nice. So I came in 5th. Well, I can't say I'm like angry with it. I mean, I'm happy with the top 5 finish. I mean, it could have been better. I mean, I would have gotten to 6 if it wasn't for me pushing me off a couple cars. This was the part of the Vanguard Challenge, and it was the Turbos Intercontinental Cup Round 2. This was a pretty long race. I was hoping to get I was hoping to get 4th, but then I got passed by an annoying McLaren F1, and I actually crashed a couple cars in this race. I was hoping to come in 1st, but I wasn't really like expecting to. I mean, I wanted at least a top 3, but I mean, I'm not angry with the top 5, but could be better. Well, the McLaren F1s were annoying. I thought I could get it first because the McLaren F1s were driving so slowly, but the biggest threat was because I thought I would be able to beat the McLaren F1s easily because of how low the grip is. But because of their high speeds on the straightaways, I just couldn't keep up with them on the straightaway, and eventually the McLarens got away from me, and the McLaren F1s got away from me, and I got 5th. But maybe I'll do this race again in a different car. I'm planning on doing this race again in the Pagani Zonda S. The Pagani Zonda F. Man, I'm daft today. I couldn't think of the name of the car. It's the Pagani Zonda F. Not the R, not the S, the Pagani Zonda F. You guys probably know it because it's the car that came with the original Real Racing 3 game. And I just could not find the name for some weird reason. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Plus I've got a race at Dubai Oval Circuit coming out after this, which is in the LMP1 cars, the 2015 ones. I might as well just give it away, cause oh look, Red Power tried to get past me. Yeah, so I see he gets around me, cause he's a sausage like that. Silly Red Power. I would have pushed him off, but I wanted to keep this race fair for the first lap, and after that I would push cars off the track. Well, I was hoping to like catch up to him, and I actually did a couple of nasty things for the last 2 laps of the race. I cut the corner, I took some cars off the track, which resulted in me coming in 5th. I would have gotten a better position if it wasn't for that silly Red Power. I would have pushed him off the track if I would have thought of it at the time. But no, my daftness led me to silliness, and that's how I got 5th. Also, this car is customized. It's in golden. It's got black stripes going across the top like a Shelby Cobra or a Ford Shelby. And I've also got 5 red stars as the license plate. Pretty interesting customization, isn't it? Other than that, I don't really have too many customizations on it. Plus, this was one of the first cars I customized when the customization update came out. I think. It could have been in a lot later of a date when the thingy came. I don't know. My words are just lost today. See, I cut the corner there. And this car, when I first bought it, it came in gray. Then I changed it to blue, but that's when the factory things were only. Then when the customization update, sometime later, I customized this car in gold. I put some black stripes across it, and eventually later I put some black lines around the wheels and the bottom of the race car. And I put the Real Racing Guru Chat Lounge logo on it too. Just to show that I'm a fan of Real Racing Guru, I'd like to put the Chat Lounge logo. Oh yes, here I go. going into the dirt. Like, I wouldn't say that thing doesn't really help. I mean, you could possibly get ahead of cars, and then if they try to overtake you, you could try and push them off the track. And then I cut the corner here, too. Yeah. I have an idea that Rayhan might have a video of how to win easily at Mount Panorama. I might follow his video if I do a race on this track again. Well, if I'm doing like a hard race like this. Like, I plan to do another race on Mount Panorama. Well, right now, I'm not sure which event it will be yet or which car I'll use, but there should probably be another event on this track in the near future. So as you see, I tried all sorts of things. Well, that time, the car just lost its grip and then it went into the wall. I don't know why I did that. Silliness. Well, the first time I did this event, it was on the McLaren MP4. Then I bought the Pagani Zonda F, and that actually helped me to win the race, which I was surprised. I was doing the race in the car, like thought oh, this is just gonna be a race. I'm not gonna come in first, but surprisingly, I did come in first. And the Pagani Zonda F actually doesn't really have very many upgrades, to be honest. It's only got 2 out of some amount of upgrades. Eventually, I'll be 1% completing the series, and since I've got so much gold, well, oh yes, I got pushed, and it set, yeah, that's how I ended up coming in 5th. Like, I was in 4th after Red Power overtook me, then I unfortunately went to 5th. After that guy had to come up behind me and then ram me into the wall. Eventually, I overtake those 2 McLaren F1s up ahead. And then the McLaren, now again he's on to F, tries to overtake me. Well, watch what happens. I push him right off the track. And then I chop off the corner to get around those other F1s. Then I push another one off the track, and then blocking the one that's behind me. Then I chop that corner off. It's what Real Racing Guru would do if he found a goal that was hard. Okay, slow down and then get back. See, I know sometimes I cheat, but most of the time I'm a good racer. But usually, sometimes I like to cheat, but only if the race is too hard. If I could possibly win this race without having to cheat, I do it without cheating, and then I just drive. That time it was on purpose. That time I just stayed on the accelerator and drove straight into the wall. Didn't really help because the car behind me, it got closer to me. It didn't actually get right behind me, but it got closer in yards. And yeah, it was coming up from behind me. Sneaking up from behind me, but I eventually block him. Hang on, what lap is this? Oh, it's the final lap, okay. Of course there's replay. There's no things and information. So we have no speedometer. How fast the car is going. Indeed. And that time I really messed up. I just broke too late and I drove right into the tire barrier and that guy overtook me. Eventually I cut the corner, overtook him back. He was being a bit silly. Hang on, let's see what happens at the end. Yeah, I get stay on the throttle, then I ram him into the wall. And eventually he has a busted bumper. Now he has to drive slowly, and since he has to go so slowly in the corners, I chopped that corner again, like at the end of the straight. And yeah. Okay, now slow down. There's the yellow McLaren overtaking me, trying to overtake me, but I got in front of him. Then I chop off the corner, try to get back on the road as quickly as possibly can once I've been slowed down. And you might recognize this track from Car X Drift Racing. If you're a fan of my Car X Drift Racing videos, you might recognize this track as Militant Drive, but this one, it's called Mount Panorama, and this game is fully licensed, while that other game is just a rip-off of some car. Anyway, that's the end of that race, so I came in 5th. Red Power actually overtaking me. He came in 2nd. And as he's most of the top people are McLaren F1s. I thought I had a chance against the McLaren F1s, but because of their super speed, I just couldn't keep up with them. This car is definitely going to have to be serviced after this race. As you see, I have the Real Racing Group Chat Lounge logo printed like windily. And this video has been a long one. Coming to 10 minutes in shape, and there's not even filler either. Alright, so I've got one more Real Racing 3 video coming up. Then I've got Speeding Cars episode 34 coming out tonight, or is it episode 35? I don't know. You'll find out when the episode comes out. Then that'll be it for today. Tomorrow's gonna be a Thanksgiving special, blah blah blah, etc., etc. And I will see you in the next video.